Right, so this one is the MasterReset Studio Tour, and you guys have been asking about it for a good while now, and well, here it is. Welcome to my studio. All right, do you know what? Let's actually get on and show you the studio. Let's have the tour, shall we? Now, the latest addition to the studio is my desk. So I will show you why I have waited quite a while to reveal everything. So it's a stand-up desk. This is why I have been waiting a while, because I wanted to get it finished, because the old desk was just an IKEA cheap one. This is a very nice, very sturdy. I could sit on this, I can lean on this, and nothing happens. It's 100 kilo capacity. It holds all three of my monitors. It holds my Go XLR, mouse, keyboard, microphone, headphones, all the mounts for the lights, the camera stand, and the mount, which I'm gonna go through everything individually in this video. So stick around, I'm sure you'll enjoy it, and you'll see the brains behind the camera that does all the work, and I am so happy because I built it myself. So where do we start with a video like this? Well, there is a coaster in my light purely because, well, it stops the light coming through the hole in the bottom, which is easier. I'll get to the PC in a moment because that's the piece de resistance. So I want to show you what actually goes on the top half of the desk. So we're going to start with the keyboard. It's a Black Widow Elite, and it's so cushioned. It's so nice. It's kind of cushioned keys while still being mechanical, so it's a nice feel. For the mouse, I use the Razer Lancehead Tournament Edition. It's, for me, an ambidextrous mouse because, shock, I'm a left-handed gamer. But these two work together brilliantly. They are obviously chroma enabled, so they color change together. And it's just super smooth, very nice weight. It's not too heavy, not too light. The DPI is really easy to change on the fly. It's got side buttons for all different kinds of things. And here we come to the microphone. The thing that makes me sound semi-decent. It's a Rode NT1A studio mic with an additional pop filter from Amazon. It's nothing too fancy, this pop filter, but it does help quite a lot. The shock mount came with the microphone, and so did the cable in a kit. Brilliant, I absolutely love it. It's one of the better ones that I've been speaking into. I did test another one very briefly, but no footage of it came because it wasn't great, but I really like it. Next thing, headphones. Sennheiser 599 SEs. These are the limited edition ones, and they are cushioned on the inside, and they sound brilliant. They've got a really nice amount of bass whilst being surround sound. So if you can pick those up, definitely go for them. Now, obviously, having a stand-up desk requires a nice little rubber mat, because a rubber mat means I can stand for a lot longer, and they're very comfy. It's like floating on air. So we've seen the mouse and keyboard, we've seen the microphone, we've seen the headphones. Lighting is next. What do I do? Well, I'm actually very basic. I just use two newer lights from Amazon on some adjustable arms, and they were about £20. They were really cheap, USB, plug and play with a dimmable switch, and they're brilliant. I've used them all the time and they're incredible. On top of the camera, I use a, wait, what is this one? I use a Viltrox L116 adjustable light with adjustable temperature. Again, a very basic one from Amazon. Brilliant, easy going, and super cheap for an entry-level type light. I do want to upgrade, but for now, these do the job perfect. These are probably the next thing in line in this entire room that I will be upgrading. The camera. The camera that I use is a Canon 77D. I normally use a 24mm 2.8 prime lens, as it is a great focal length and it just gives a bit more sharpness to the image, as where what I'm filming with now is a 10-18 very wide angle lens. So obviously with a PC and a chair and a desk and a keyboard and a microphone, you need monitors, right? So I have three. I have two ThinkVision monitors here and here. 27-inch, nothing too fancy, standard HD. The main monitor in the middle here is an MSI 27-inch 1800R gaming curved monitor. Brilliant bit of kit, the first monitor I ever had, and it's beautiful. It works incredibly well, and everything does. And the good thing with this is, because it's a VA panel, and these are IPS, when I'm editing and making thumbnails, I can see two different types of colors. So I can see the real blacks in the deep colors, or I can see the more vivid RGB colors in the IPS. So I get the best of both worlds. So moving on from there, going downwards, we have the Stream Deck. Now, this is obviously my logo, but I can press a button whenever I like, and I can just move between scenes whilst I'm streaming so easily. It works brilliant. Obviously, most streamers have them now. It just enables you to have a much smoother, cleaner look whilst not taking your eyes away from the camera. It means I can focus on you guys a lot more whilst just pressing a button and things are happening behind the scenes. Now, in partnership with the Stream Deck, you obviously need, as a streamer, a Go XLR. So I have mine here. Now, I obviously run for a blue and purple color. I only got the mini when I first started YouTube. I didn't get the big Go XLR, but I wish I did. So if you do get the opportunity to get it, buy it, because you have a lot more different options on the larger one. This is more of just a 4-fader type system, and it still works wonderfully well. So I've got my microphone for, obviously, here. We have the chat mic, which is what the boys will talk to me on Discord, music in the background, and then the game or YouTube or something like that. Works brilliant, and I can mute individual ones, I can adjust the audio levels, and it makes it perfect for the stream. But I also use it for my videos. So when I'm recording, I can adjust the microphone level, which always stays at 100, but the system I can adjust for just the headphones. For the recording of the game, it records at 100% and works brilliant, so I kind of adapted it a little bit. So obviously, when I am sat down at my desk, I need a comfy chair. So I have a Streamlabs Titan, wait 1 second. I have a Secret Labs Titan Black Edition gaming chair, which I wouldn't class it as a gaming chair. I'd class it as an office chair. It's really comfy. I use it for everyday things. It's all adjustable in multiple different ways. The back lays flat. It's really nice. It's all leather with a bit of Alcantara, so it's like a sports car, just saying. And it just looks nice and clean. It's not like a normal gaming chair, which is all really bright and big at the top with all the holes. It's quite sleek and just clean looking, which is what I like in here. So behind me, you may be asking, well, what lights do you use? Well, I just got really cheap RGB strip lights and some acoustic foam from some audio company, I can't remember. These are 50 by 50 centimeter panels, and I ended up with 48 of them to do this wall here and the wall behind all the monitors for when I talk. Obviously, the voice doesn't reverb and bounce off. These are all spray glued onto the walls. So if I want to remove them, I have an issue, but I don't think I will be. So I'm pretty happy with them staying on. They are actually on really, firmly. They're not going to be coming off. And then the spotlight that projects blue light onto this wall is just a really bright, big spotlight that's RGB. I do want another one or some other light to point at this side that's just really dark at the moment. So down here is my little baby, my air purifier. It's brilliant. So this is a Levoit air purifier. It's so good. It's amazing. It cleans the air at an astonishing rate, and it really helps with my sinuses. On stream and when I was recording, I used to struggle a lot, and now since I've had this, I don't really have an issue now. My nose is a lot clearer, so if you suffer with allergies or nasal issues, definitely invest in one of these. It's the best thing I ever did. Even when I tried this, when I first bought it, I went to sleep with it in my room, tried it on night mode, and I woke up in the morning crystal clear. I couldn't recommend it enough. It's brilliant, it's got all different settings, and for when I'm filming, it's super duper quiet, which is really important. So that helps a lot. Now, what else do we have in here? We have all the accessories. Obviously, we've seen the lenses. We have another lance head mouse, which I use in conjunction with one of my latest additions. This is the Dell G7 gaming laptop with an i9 10th Gen and a 2070 Super built in. This laptop is amazing. It also has a 4K screen. It's 4K, 2070 Super, an i9 10th Gen, 15.6-inch OLED screen. It is my baby, and I haven't used it much at all. But I do use it, and when I do, I'm normally away with work, and I'll be editing whilst I'm away. So it helps me keep up with my schedule and keep the videos coming whilst I work away. It just means that I'm not going to get behind on certain things. Like at Christmas, I was putting Cyberpunk up. So I had that on here, I had all the thumbnails, and it's just so nice. It's got different fans at the back, if I turn it round. This is your system fan, and then this one is your CPU fan. So you're not going to get a laptop that overheats. Yes, it gets hot, like all gaming laptops do, but it's got an independent fan system, and it works very well. So I could even stream from this laptop and not have any issues whilst gaming. That's how good of a laptop it is. It's insane, and I'm so happy with it. Dell were brilliant with it when I actually messaged them and spoke to them about this, and I was like, I'm gonna work away, I want this, I want that, and they were like, yeah, all right, we'll recommend this. And I was like, all right, sweet, let's do it. So then I, well, ended up with the Dell G7 laptop. So yeah, incredible, and I'll be using this a lot more, I think, in the future when I do work away a little bit more, or you know, I go out somewhere on holiday or go somewhere for an event. I can take this with me and do a lot more catch-up stuff and keep up to date with things that are in the background. Elgato, use this for hooking up my Xbox or my PS4. It just means I can record it to my PC, which is really easy. Storage, we have so much storage. These are 2 terabytes each, and there's 2 of them, so there's 4. And then I have a 6 terabyte HDD Seagate hard drive. So there's 10 terabytes in total. So in my PC, I actually have a lot more in there as well. I have 4 terabytes of HDD, 1 terabyte of SSD, a 500 gig SSD, and a 1 terabyte M.2. So there is a lot of storage in there as well, because obviously recording uses a lot of storage. So I think, oh, I've just seen in the corner of the camera, I forgot about this. I forgot about this amazing piece of kit that I have here, which I call my, well, calendar. These are all my videos from last year, and obviously the future ones coming up, which is a secret because we're only here, so you can't see what's coming up. But these are all the ideas that I've got and things to do, so there's all different stuff. I might blur some of that because it's got stuff on there that I don't want you to see, but yeah, I use a 6-foot whiteboard to write everything down that goes on in my head, because there is a lot of stuff. As a YouTuber and a Twitch streamer, there is a lot of material and a lot of ideas that I come up with, not just myself, a lot of people give me ideas as well, that I need to write down, and I don't want to forget stuff, and I don't want pieces of paper everywhere, so I write everything down on there. That is literally my YouTube Twitch career. So we're sat on the floor gang, as PewDiePie says it, because I'm going to show you the PC. Now, when I film VR, which is down here as well, I use a Valve Index headset. This was a beautiful bit of kit. I got this really early on in my YouTube career, and I am so happy I got the Valve Index. It's so good because the controllers are finger touch sensitive, so I can individually use each finger. So if I wanted to pick a can up, I can just grab it and squeeze and it will crush the can. It's so comfy, it fits really well, and I can let go of the controller and it stays on my hand because of the little clasp thing that holds onto it. So it's brilliant. My PC, I'm very happy with it. I built it all myself. I calculated everything out, so it works. And well, it's not let me down yet, touch wood, wherever, that's wood. So this is the PC, this is the baby, this is the machine that does it all. So in here I have 3 Halo fans from NZXT at the front. We also have 3 fans on the inside from NZXT with a triple radiator acting as push-pull for the extra cooling. So for the RAM, we have 32 gig of 3200 HyperX Predator RAM, non-RGB, unfortunately. We have the triple fans at the top. These top 2 are 140s and the back one is a 120. with the NZXT cooler for the CPU. Now, the CPU behind this is an i9-9900K, which runs in turbo frequency at all times, on all cores. And sometimes this PC, when I'm rendering videos, will run for, I think the record at the moment I've had is 5 days straight, through the night as well, continuous. This did not turn off. It was rendering videos, CPU flat out at 100%, all the time for 5 days. That's pretty impressive, and it stayed cool. I think the maximum temperatures I've seen on this are 72 for the CPU, and the GPU is 70, I think? Something like that, because obviously it gets pushed quite hard. And yes, it is an RTX 3080 Founders Edition. I was incredibly lucky when I got to purchase this. I went onto the website when they were released. I was one of the first people to get on there. I went through with my order and, well, my order went through without a problem. Within 4 minutes of release, it was, well, ordered. I was very, very lucky with the Founders Edition. I managed to get it instantly, as where I know a lot of people now are still struggling to get one. I was one of the very, very lucky few to pay the original price as well, which I'm super duper happy with. Anyway, on with the rest of the PC. We have under here a HX1200 PSU power supply. So we've got plenty of juice for this graphics card and the i9, which is super power hungry. The case is a Cooler Master MB520, and then just in there, below the CPU and above the GPU, we have a 1TB M.2. So obviously, quick rundown of the PC, we have a lot of stuff in it. We have an i9-9900K, a 3080 Founders Edition, a triple cooler with push-pull, and then 3 exhaust fans, 32 gig of 3200 MHz RAM, and lots of storage with a 1200 watt PSU. So we have plenty of juice, plenty of power, and it is a very powerful PC, which I built myself. So I'm super happy with it. Now, let's move on to the back of it, shall we? So around the back here, as much as it might look like chaos, we do have the Camlink 4K for the camera. We have the DP ports for the monitors and also the VR, Ethernet, mouse and keyboard, all that sort of stuff. But pretty much, that's it. That's the setup. Everything is there. Why am I sat underneath my desk? I have no idea. So obviously this is my studio. Now, if you want to see or get any of these products in this video, there is a link down below called kit.com. Now, if you go there, it'll take you to every product that is in the studio, and it will take you directly so you can purchase it. Every spec, every item, every component that is here in the PC, the desk, the monitors, the background, everything. Everything's on there. So if you want to check that out, go to the description, check the link, and have a look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. If you guys have any questions about my entire setup, please drop them down in the comments below. I will be sure to answer them. As always, thank you very much for watching these videos. I appreciate you all, as I always say, and I will see you in the next video, which might be a bit more non-chaotic than this. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you then.